Here's the million-dollar question. How do you stop spending 100% of your time on 10% of who you are? Well, our next honoree knows the answer and has mastered the game. She's an advocate committed to making sure we live an exponential life of abundance, peace, and joy. She's an NAACP bestseller author and a marketing guru. Take a look at a game changer, Sheri Riley's transformational story.
Sheri Riley is a walking example of exponential living. With her NAACP Image Award-nominated book of the same name, the mother, wife, and longtime entrepreneur challenge goal-obsessed people to stop spending 100% of their time on just 10% of who they are. It's a life lesson Sheri learned firsthand as a key member of the legendary LaFace Records team, where she spearheaded marketing strategies for stars including Usher, TLC, and Toni Braxton. Always with an eye on entrepreneurship, she parlayed her career into a successful marketing firm, Glue, where she forged coveted partnerships with some of the world's biggest brands and celebrities. Today, this Kentucky native, University of Louisville alum, and proud Delta Sigma Theta Soror is an author, motivational speaker, and life strategist who shares her winning strategies with corporations that include J.P. Morgan Chase, Prudential, Coca-Cola, and CNN, to name a few. A founding member of the global John Maxwell team, she lives by the message of peace is the new success and has been named among the top 25 women in Atlanta by Rolling Out magazine, Atlanta's 100 Women of Influence, the Walker Legacy's Atlanta Power 15 Award, and Who's Who in Black America. For not being afraid to take the road less taken, and her commitment to help others find 100% of who they are is why Sheri Riley is Cafe Mocha Salute Her Game Changer honoree.
Thank you. When I was a 19-year-old college student, I was looking through a magazine, and in that magazine, I saw an article, and in that article, they were honoring 3 women who were entrepreneurs, and they owned this company, Orchard Communications. And one of the women that was the owner of that company was Sheila Eldridge. That was her PR firm with 2 other women. And there was 3 women in this article talking about this company, Orchard Communications. But the woman, Sheila Eldridge, just stood out. And so as a 19-year-old college student, and let me date myself, this was before cell phones and Google. This was before personal computers, before pagers. This is when you had to write letters and make phone calls. I wrote letters to her, and I made phone calls. I didn't hear from her, right? I was a small-town girl in Kentucky. Why would I? But a few years later, I became a part-time employee at Travel Productions, which was Gerald Levert's management company. And I worked there part-time, and Sheila Eldridge was Gerald Levert's publicist. And so on a Tuesday, when I was not at work, Sheila Eldridge called that office and needed something from me. Well, again, this was pre-cell phones, pre-pagers. This is when you had to leave a message in a phone log, right? People couldn't reach you. So when I got back to the office on Wednesday and I returned her phone call, and she was very adamant about, why didn't you call me back yesterday? I called you and you didn't call me, and I needed that information. Everyone who knows Sheila knows she's on it, right? And so when she finished, I said, Sheila, I don't work on Tuesdays. I'm only here part-time. And she said, therein lies the problem. And she hung up the phone, and she called Gerald. In her most influential ways, she convinced Gerald Levert to hire me for full-time. And that is how I started my journey in the entertainment industry. So some 30 years later, to have Sheila Eldridge recognize and honor me this evening is a full circle moment. And what I'm still discovering on this 30-year journey is that when you trust God, when you stay committed, when you stay strong, and when you continue to be a person of service to others, you will be rewarded. And I just want to thank you, Sheila Eldridge, for honoring me with the Salute Her Award. But what I really want to do tonight is I ask my husband, my mother, and my daughter to be here with me tonight. Because as much as Sheila's recognizing me for the work that I do, it's because of you three that I can stand here tonight. Your love and your support, your smiles and your laughter is why I'm able to be of service to others and carry the weight and responsibility of being someone that other people trust with their lives. So tonight, as much as I receive this in honor of that college student who had nothing but a dream and you stood there with me, I stand in recognition of you three, and I salute you for standing with me. Peace is the new success. Thank you.